Hey Scorpio, welcome to your April 2020 X reading. How was March, guys? I hope you had an amazing month. As you can see, the layout has changed. In fact, a lot of changes are coming to Soul Embers, which I am super excited about. For those of you that didn't see the video released on these changes called Change is Coming, the link's in the description box below. Basically, the changes have come about due to your likes, your views, and of course your comments. I fine-tuned existing readings and I am introducing some new ones, which I'm really excited about also. So check out the video, guys. It gives you the opportunity to weigh in on what you want to see more of in the comment section of that video. Everything and anything you need to know about how I go about doing the readings, how the energies can be applied, how timing can be applied, what to do if the message doesn't resonate, the disclaimer which has important information about the content of the channel and who it's intended for, and of course my contact details for those of you that would like to reach out for a reading, a personal reading. I would absolutely love to do one for you. It's all in the description box below, so check it out. Now let's jump into it, Scorpio. And let's see, who am I connecting with today and what brings you here? What is it? Who is this about? What is this about? What brings Scorpio here today? What clarity are we looking for? Where is there confusion? Where is there the need to gain clarity? What brings you to this reading, please? Okay, so I've already shuffled and cleansed the cards, guys, so I'm going to jump straight into it and start pulling for you. Okay, Scorpio, and their ex. April 2020, what is going on? How are they feeling? How is their ex feeling? What's happening in your world, Scorpio? What's happening in your world? You will conquer this, Scorpio. You know, you will conquer this. I feel that you will take the necessary steps if you haven't done so already, and you will come out the other end feeling very victorious. Yeah. And, you know, I truly feel that at this present moment, as we're moving into April, your ex is currently feeling extremely unsettled, a little bit anxious, a bit paranoid, a little bit restless. I'm getting a very restless feeling. I'm seeing a lot of pacing going on, really trying to gain an understanding of what you're doing, where you're at. If you guys are in communication, you may be, I have a feeling that you may be, you're not letting or giving into conversation that's of great depth or detail. You're leaving a lot of stuff to the imagination for them. And guess what happens when we leave a lot of stuff to someone's imagination? They start to create stories. So this person here that you're connecting with is feeling very unsettled. They don't actually know how to approach you. I feel that, you know, they've tried to come in towards you in a way that has worked in the past, but it's not working anymore. You have really shifted your energy and they've had to reassess their approach, basically. So who they knew you to be is no more. They're seeing a side of you that they never experienced before but only heard of. So what I mean by that is there may have been communication in the past when you guys were together or dating or whatever your situation is, situationship, place it however it fits, if it fits. And you may have expressed to them that, you know what, when I end a relationship, or when I end a situationship, or when I stop communication, I do this, and that. And I feel that you're really walking in that. You're really walking your talk, and they're seeing that aspect of you now, and they're finally starting to realize that you're serious. This is serious disconnection. I feel that whatever decision that they made that caused them to walk away or caused you to walk away, I don't feel that you walked away. What I'm feeling here is they may have kind of ghosted you. If not ghosted you, they may have like gone really cold on you and really withdrew their energy. And so you're like, okay, I don't need to be told twice. I know when I'm not wanted, and let me tell you, I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to walk away. I don't need this S in my life. Okay. So it could be that type of energy as well. They didn't really think about the consequences of how you would react. They kind of had you as a given, really loving, really very, very accommodating, very understanding you were, very emotionally supportive and very loving, which is why when they decided to make this decision that suited them at the time and they turned around and they kind of withdrew their energy and focused it somewhere else or started to go cold on you for whatever reason and whatever it was that they were going through, I feel it was very childish, and I don't feel that you actually did anything specific. You're like, you don't need to tell me twice. And so, and now you're in a position where you've basically turned around and you're like, I'm going to go in the direction that leads me to a committed relationship, if that's what you're looking for, or to a place or space where I can be in around an intimate relationship which doesn't, you know, try and manipulate situations by withdrawing information, withholding information, withdrawing energy, playing games, ghosting, all those types of energies, withholding emotion. So you're like, that is not what I look for, whether it's in a friendship, whether it's in a work acquaintance, whether it is in intimate relationships, most definitely that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go and look for people that better align with what I want, a little bit more mature energy than what this person's been displaying. So let's pull out some more cards, guys, and let's see how you're going to work through this in the month of April. I definitely feel that even though you may have upheld this type of energy with this person, I feel that there was a repetition. There was a lot of times where the same types of behaviors and the same types of red flags were being shown to you that you tried to work through previously. So this person may have gone through cycles throughout the month where they were really committed and really good, and then they would withdraw. They would go through this phase where it's like, you knew what was coming, right? The minute you saw them withdraw their energy, you knew what was to follow. They would then withhold feeling. They would then withdraw physically from the physical environment. You wouldn't see them that often. Their communication became less and less loving and more cutthroat. And, it's almost like they would go off and do their own thing, and then they'd circle back around, and they would just, the response would often be, well, this is just me. This is how I deal with pressure and stress. But that does not make it okay for you, right? That's not the type of compromise or cooperation that comes in a relationship. And this is what you were trying to communicate with them, but you gave them enough leeway so that you guys can work through this, and they can come in a way where when they're feeling this particular onset of these triggers, let's say, you guys can work through it together. It wasn't working, Scorpio, and you're like, it's almost like out of the blue for them, but it was mounting from over time for you, where, one day the cycle starts, the behavior starts, you're like, okay, here we go, the repeating pattern. And they start by withdrawing, and you're like, no, bye, see you later. Bye, Felicia, I'm out the door this time. You did not stick around for it. And now they're kind of in shock, I'm feeling. And I feel that you literally, I'm seeing someone walk out the door and slam it behind them. No conversation had, nothing. It's just like, no, I'm just going to take my stuff and I'm going, because this does not serve me anymore. Like, I've done what I can, and they are really missing you. They're really, really finding it difficult to work through this space now. They feel like you are responsible. Get this, right? They feel that you're responsible for the breakdown of your home environment. So if you guys live together, and you walked out, I feel that they're like, you know, you've left me with all these responsibilities. You took none of it into consideration. You've destroyed our home. This kind of energy is what I'm getting. Or if you don't live together, it's almost like they're holding you responsible for everything that's breaking down around them. For example, there are certain routines or there are certain responsibilities that you guys had outside of the relationship that each individual would take care of, and obviously you're not taking care of it anymore, and they're kind of holding you responsible for that because you're not picking up your side of things, or it's a very immature energy. But all of this is coming from one space, Scorpio, and this is what you need to understand. The reason why they're retaliating and they're acting the way they are, or they're provoking quite potentially, is because they miss you and they don't know how to communicate that. This person has a lot of trouble working through emotional highs or emotional lows, and they withdraw or they have a tantrum. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. But you're like, you know what? Grow the F up. Like, grow up. That's the kind of, that's what I'm feeling. I do feel that you care for this person, but you're done being their parent, right? You're done being the one to take care of them. It's like, no, we are equals. This is a relationship. I'm not here to wrap you up in cotton wool and in a bubble, in bubble wrap. You need to take care of your own responsibilities, take ownership for your actions. And they're so sad right now, Scorpio, because they want to come back in. They feel very, very passionately towards you. They really want to rebuild this, but they need, in order for them to do that, and I'm not saying that you're not open to them coming in. I just feel that they're going to have to come in as a mature adult ready to have a relationship, and one that you guys are at equal alignment. You meet eye to eye. There is that equal give and take. There isn't just you trying to communicate, that they have to express emotion and learn how to work through emotional highs and lows without taking it out on you. I feel that this person will take it all out on you, right? And it was so unfair. Like, you really felt the brunt of everything that went wrong. If their car broke down, it was your fault. There was yelling and screaming that would go into a fight where everything came up, right? Where we talk about things that came up 5 years ago. This is the type of energy that I'm feeling, and you're done with that. So what do you want, Scorpio? What is it that you want from this? And I'm not taking all those cards because there's just too freaking many. Okay, so what do you want? What does Scorpio want from this? You know what? I couldn't be any more clearer. You guys want balance between the two of you. You want equal action, equal reciprocity. You want an equal partner. And you want there to be, not just in one aspect of life. I feel that you see that this person needs to work through some emotional blockages that are preventing you guys from taking it to the next level. You have been on the edge of taking it to the next level with this person so many times, and every single time they sabotage it or they throw something into this whole mix, and then you're 10 step backwards and you're done with that. So if you want to go back, and I feel that there is opportunity for you guys to come back together, the only way that's going to happen is if they can show that they're ready to come in a more balanced way, more connected with their emotions. I feel that there is really a strong connection here, Scorpio, and that you would do anything for this person, but you also respect the fact that they're not in alignment with you, and that's okay. You can do your thing without lowering your self-respect or your beliefs of what a relationship should be like until they do the work. If they do the work, either way, you're going to be okay. Very strong, very powerful. I absolutely love this for you, Scorpio. So, I feel that you're going to be okay no matter which way you decide to go. If you decide to move on from this person, you've done everything you can, and you know that, and they know that, and you're good with it. You're ready to turn that leaf and start a new chapter. They know that they didn't do everything they can. They know that they didn't serve the relationship in a way that it gave it justice, and this is why they're so sad. This is why they're so sad. I feel that this is completely in your power, Scorpio, how this goes. And it's entirely up to you how you move forward with it. They're stuck in the past. And you guys can't come back together until they learn to work through those emotional and mental blockages. They've got a little bit of they've got a few lessons to go through before they meet you energetically, is what I'm getting. And if they do come back now, you will recognize the red flags that tell you that they're not quite ready yet. Your intuition and your higher self is going to be very strong at this time in telling you that, you know what, they're not quite ready. You will know when they're ready. But this is like they're trying to repeat the same kind of cycles and come in the same kind of way that they've always come in. And it's not going to work this time. They're being forced by higher forces to really, really look at who they are and what they bring to the table as far as their own character goes, and work through that. Really work through those uncomfortable feelings that they have, and really face certain behaviors that are not so dignified, basically. Okay, so they're trying to come in, but they're not ready to come in. They're not ready to meet you energetically. And this is why they don't know how to come in. This is why they're sad. If they knew how to work through this and they knew how to kick this off the ground again, it means that they have worked through that process and they haven't. And so now they're really stuck in their head. And if they come towards you, I'm afraid that right now they're not quite ready. So they've still got some work to do. They're remembering how much love you gave to them. They're remembering how beautiful your presence was in their life, how much value you added to them. So this is the part where they really start to break down and face reality. And once they face the reality, they'll face the loss. Once they face the loss, they'll face themselves. So this is the period, this is the cycle they need to go through. Once they face the loss, they need to make a decision on who and what kind of person they want to be and how they're going to come back into you. So there's a bit of work here to be done. So for the month of April, I'm getting the feeling Spirit is saying, keep doing what you're doing. The only way you two can come back together, if that's something you wanted to do, is by maintaining and continually lifting your vibration and not lowering it. The more you lower it, the more you meet them where they are right now, which is a space that makes you unhappy. The more you maintain your current position and further elevate that position, the more the need they feel and the push they feel energetically to work on themselves. So it's a matter of timing here. It's a matter of energy exchange. All right, so as you work through this space in April, what does Spirit want you to know? To keep the faith and that hope going, to stay true to your path, to walk through any challenges that you may feel. Caretaker. Now, when I look at this card, guys, I just think about what I was saying before about you not being the parent and you not being the one that has to wrap them in cotton wool and in bubble wrap. Okay, I feel that innately it's something that you have been given the gift from the divine to do that without even thinking. You are a nurturer and you're a person of service. And so it is a very disappointing when those around you, especially in your intimate relationships, can't recognize what you bring to the table and they don't know or have the capacity to receive it and reciprocate. I think you're finally coming into this realization in the month of April that you are a person that is by nature very loving and caring, and you give people a lot of comfort and stability. It is who you are, and you are now realizing that not everyone's going to meet you at that standard or be able to reciprocate. And so you're learning to let go of those that can't at the moment and let them walk their journey so that you can attract the people that do. And you can further live. I feel that there is more to your purpose here. Okay, so by attracting people of equal energy, you can further walk on your life path and your life purpose. Okay, so let's have a look at what the definition in the book says on this card for you to keep you true to whatever it is that you need to do throughout the month of April. Caretaker. You're an endless giver. If anyone has a need or requires assistance in any way, you're right there to help. Essentially, you are an earth angel. Oh, my beautiful Scorpio. Every life you touch is made better, whether you know it or not. Your heart is big and the support and love you give is even bigger. You're one of the souls who are here to either nurture the world or people in it. And this is what they're missing, guys. Big time. I'm talking big time. However, there comes a time when we have to consider our own needs over others. We have to make our own well-being a priority, even if that means it may not please others. I couldn't have said it better myself. This is exactly what you're going through in April. Okay, this is not a mistake that we've pulled this card for you, Scorpio. You have to come first right now. Although it may feel as though it is going against your very nature to do so, it is vital that you put yourself first. Maintain your position. Maintain your vibration. Remember? Your physical and emotional well-being needs to be nurtured and maintained. This ensures that when you do give to someone else, what you give has substance. Your personal value cannot be defined solely in what or how much you give to others. Your value and worth as a person come from all the incredible qualities that make you, you. Maybe this is the time you finally say no or create a boundary. In some way, it is time to give to yourself and restore a balance in your life. You are a beautiful soul with much to give and a beautiful soul who deserves to receive. If there is something you need or if you could use a little assistance, Spirit is encouraging you to allow others the opportunity to give to you. You know from your own experience how good it feels to give. So now you need to give the ultimate gift and allow someone else to give to you. It's time to allow the caretaker to be taken care of. Scorpio, that's absolutely amazing. So remember that in the month of April, as you walk through this space, stay true to your position, stay true to your vibration, allow others to care for you. There is more for you here. I mean, this totally ties in the reading beautifully. I suggest that maybe you can do some work on your solar plexus as well. That might really help you with opening up to the possibility that you can receive, that you're worthy of receiving. Maybe do some meditation on the solar plexus. That may further help this as well. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment in the description box below. In the description box, I meant the comment section. Okay, I love reading your stories. I love knowing what's going on. I'm nosy like that. What can I say? All right, have a fantastic month, and I'll see you for your May 2020 X reading. Bye, Scorpio.